what the relationship journey looks like. Healthy versus unhealthy. And a few minutes ago, you heard me talk about these different types of relationships. Now, I want you to understand that the way that I listed those relationships, there was a very specific reason for that. And that's because the relationships fit in hierarchy. And what I love to say when I say hierarchy, what I mean is this, is that here you stand at the very center of your world. And if you're not at the very center, then that may even be a sign that the relationships are not as healthy as they could be. But I like to talk about it in terms of hierarchy, almost like a totem pole, if you're familiar with a totem pole. And so in this totem pole, here you sit at the very center. Above you is God, your creator or creators, whatever you choose to center yourself in. And then there is you. That is a direct relationship. And under that relationship comes every other relationship that you will have in your life. And the interesting thing about this, the reason why I like to think about it in terms of a hierarchy, is because if any one of those relationships at any point down that totem pole is impaired, here's the hard part. Every other relationship that comes after it is also affected. And so if your relationship with God is affected, then that means how you will show up in the world is affected, which means that every other relationship that you have in the world around you will also be affected. And so I want to spend a moment talking to you about these different relationships that are clearly and certainly so very important in your life, to help you look at them, to understand what a healthy relationship in these spaces might look like, but also, very importantly, what an unhealthy relationship might look like. And if you've got a pen and paper handy, if you've got notes handy, I want you to take notes, because I don't want you to just sit here and listen to me talk to you and just kind of blah for these next few minutes. But I really want you to take this with you today when you leave. And I want you to look at these relationships that you have, to stop and ask yourself, are these relationships as healthy as they could be? Is there anything that I can do to make them even healthier? Because again, with them all being connected, if there's any area of your life that you can make healthier, it will certainly impact every other area. But so too, if there's any area in your life that is unhealthy, then clearly every relationship after that will be impacted as well.